We've all experienced a brain fog sometimes where you walk into a room and you don't quite remember why you're there. And the worry about our brain overall and its overall health is a big concern. And I'm actually here hanging out with Derek at Nature's Outlet, and he's here with Life Season. And we're talking about some products that can help your overall brain in a lot of great ways, and also a product that can help you during test time. Tell me about these.
Yeah, I would love to talk about Clari-T. Like you said, one of the worst feelings in the world in your own home is to walk into a room and not remember why you walked in there, having trouble focusing, remembering certain things. That's where Clari-T comes in. It specifically works on the brain, in which it has phosphatidylserine to help with the stress response in the brain. So then you're not overthinking things and you're not scattered brain. And huperzine A and ginkgo biloba to get blood flow to the brain ultimately. And what it does is that it will help improve the overall quality of the function of the brain.
And this is actually an important story to you because you had a brain injury and you would use this to kind of clear that up. Tell me more about that.
Yep. Just like many people, I was a young athlete and I dealt with several concussions. And only, most of the time when you get a concussion, it's usually like around 10 years later that it catches up to you.
Wow.
And ultimately, I was feeling this anxiousness, this nervousness all the time for no reason at all. I was like, wow, life is really good. And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I so anxious all the time? So I tried stress supplements and, certain adaptogenic herbs is usually what you would find in a stress supplement, but nothing was working until I really realized that I need something for the brain. So I tried Clari-T, which has the phosphatidylserine. And that's what, again, like I said before, helps with the stress response in the brain. And that's when all of a sudden I felt that calmness again, that anxiousness and nervousness got really pushed way back in the background. That pit in that stomach is what I'm kind of talking about. It goes way back.
And there's lots of cases out there, unfortunately, of Alzheimer's and dementia. I have some of that in my family. Would this be a good product for people that have that?
Yes, if it runs in your family, I would say take this for the rest of your life. So that way you don't have to worry about that. If it runs Alzheimer's and dementia runs in your family, you're always kind of like, oh my gosh, am I going to get that? Right. You finally have something that will actually support that and, prevent it.
And that's what Life Seasons does. They give you products too that have several different ingredients in them to kind of combat and give you a lot of bang for the buck.
Yeah, so many of the ingredients in here, if you actually buy them separately, you're looking at between 70 to $100 that you're spending. Between the phosphatidylserine costs typically around $40, the ginkgo biloba around $10-15. If you add them all up, about 70 to $100. This you will get. We'll actually look at it right here. For a 2-month supply, $66, or you could actually try a full-size bottle for $36.79. So do you want to spend $100?
Right.
Or do you want to spend $36? So, and that's what's great about Nature's Outlet is that we have this great partnership and, great staff here that we come out here and educate. And I've met some of the best customers here too.
And I also want to talk about the product that helps you focus when it's test time, because we've all been through that where we're totally stressed. Something big's happening. Maybe even you're giving a speech the next day and you want to be focused. Tell me about this product.
Yeah, so a lot of students will, use Adderall for that. And, we all know how dangerous and addictive Adderall can be. So we wanted something natural in which that can get them to focus quickly and, get, that way they're not scatterbrained and just sit there and focus on the test and be able to study, and it helps with their memory and be able to have mental performance.
Fascinating. And the really cool thing about this, Derek, too, is if you're curious of whether this is going to work for you, you guys actually have trial sizes that you can try out first.
This is my favorite thing about Life Seasons is, we're all physiologically different. One thing that works for me might not work for you and the other way around. And maybe a customer might not want to, spend 20 to $30 on one of our formulas because honestly, we're not sure if it's going to work for them or not. We're pretty confident it's going to work for them, but you can do a trial size of Neuro-T, and Neuro-T, this one's only $7.99. So you get a week's worth of that to see, okay, does this work for me? And if you actually peel back the label, might take me a second here to do that, but If you peel back the label, there's a $3 coupon
Oh.
that will actually be able to be applied to the full-size bottle or the 2-month supply. So you get to try it for a week, see if it works for you, and then if it works for you, now it's time to invest into the full-size bottle.
And if you'd like to learn more about life seasons here at Nature's Outlet, they have several area locations you can visit, like Roanoke, Salem, Martinsville, and here in Forest. Give them a ring at 434-215-3102 or go online to naturesoutlet.net.